Thousands of people fought and died in the world wars. Many of them never truly understood what they were fighting and dying for. The true purposes behind World War II have been hidden in secret archives because they are too unbelievable for us to comprehend. Most historians who recorded the events of this global war never revealed the full truth about what really happened. At that time, only a few historians saw the incredible facts, but they never wrote about them, perhaps because even they couldn't fully grasp them. Others who uncovered these truths hesitated to reveal them, fearing that some readers would never understand, while others feared that the specter of the Illuminati would suppress their academic institutions if they dared to disclose them. It all sounds bizarre, almost like something out of a science fiction movie. However, these hidden secrets are too important and too vast to be ignored. As a result, they began to leak through the confiscation of Nazi diaries. The naval intelligence officers, who knew the most about these classified documents, decided to reveal them before taking their secrets to the grave. In the 1970s, agents of the Xi'an International Intelligence Agency, a neutral civilian intelligence center, began piecing together this super-secret mystery, one of the greatest enigmas of all time and one of the biggest secrets of the last 2 millennia. Why weren't the true causes of World War II revealed to ordinary people in the 1990s? Part of the answer comes from Hitler himself, who declared, "The true fate of humanity is something that ordinary people cannot perceive and would never be able to digest if they knew. Our revolution is the final stage in evolution, and it will end by erasing history itself." Hitler's closest associates were unaware of the dreams that haunted his mind or the enormous complexity of what was unfolding. At the time, he stated, "The world has reached a turning point and is about to undergo a transformation that ordinary people will never be able to understand." These words were revealed by Hitler to members of the Nazi elite, whom he believed were still not mentally prepared to face the terrible truth. World War II was not merely a struggle between the Allies and the Fascists or between autocracy and democracy. It was a war between science and magic. And science won. It was also an interstellar war, the galactic warpath. When an extraterrestrial civilization funded Nazi Germany, it also supported the Americans in their fight to control planet Earth. Meanwhile, military forces were mere pawns on the chessboard of this grand conflict. There exists a publicly available document that reveals how Hitler often entered a dreamlike state to communicate with his military advisor. Hitler's spokesperson, Dr. Dietrich, testified that Hitler was obsessed with spirits and believed that his secret commander was a superhuman, a king who once ruled Earth during the time of Atlantis and Thule. After the War of the Gods led to the downfall of Atlantis, this being allegedly migrated underground. Hitler claimed that he was ordered to carry out Nazi Germany's conquests by this very king, who now resides within the earth. During a conversation with Governor Rothschild, Hitler discussed the immense challenges of genetic engineering to create a new race. Hitler replied, "That new race is already living among us. He is here. Is that enough for you? I will tell you a secret, I have seen these new beings. They are fearless and cruel. And I am terrified of them." However, the Syrian-Orient conflict had been raging across the galaxy for millennia. Mars and Mercury were victims of nuclear devastation during the Second Intergalactic War. The planet Maldek exploded and became the asteroid belt. The South Sirius, Pleiades, Orion, and other planetary systems became nuclear wastelands. Earth has already witnessed 2 nuclear wars in the past 13,000 years, and the Syrian and Orient factions were about to use nuclear technology for the 3rd time. In the early 1930s, a group of extraterrestrials called the K Group, also known as the Conrose Cairns, secretly contacted U.S. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, offering technological aid in exchange for a treaty. Only a select few knew the details of this agreement. However, it seems the Pentagon and its military-industrial complex violated the treaty, prompting the K Group to abandon the Americans, believing they had misused the technology. At the end of the 19th and early 20th centuries, the famous scientist Nikola Tesla claimed he had communicated with the Pleiadians and their allies from Venus. They shared technological knowledge that led to his invention of alternating current, AC, the foundation of countless modern electronic devices. Hundreds of aerospace and electronic technologies and patents were derived from Tesla's work. Without AC, Edison's direct current, DC, system would have never become practical or widespread. Tesla publicly credited extraterrestrials for inspiring his inventions, leading some to dismiss him as an eccentric scientist. In the early 20th century, he allegedly invented a powerful two-way radio device capable of receiving intelligent radio signals from Mars and a base on Venus. Later, Tesla was assassinated in 1943. The Canadian scientists Dr. Arthur Matthews and Dr. Wilbert Smith continued his work. In the 1950s, they launched Project Magnet, a Canadian government-funded UFO research initiative. Their research reportedly confirmed contact with an extraterrestrial base on Venus using Tesla's technology. The reports from Project Magnet, which I have read, contain numerous inventions said to be derived from alien partnerships and later developed by Matthews. However, in the early 1930s, Tesla, who was a close friend of FDR, reportedly arranged a secret meeting between Pleiadian ambassadors and the president. The Pleiadians allegedly warned the president about the secret dealings between aliens and Hitler, revealing that the Grey aliens had provided Nazi Germany with advanced technology capable of world domination and genetic engineering to create hybrid species adapted to Earth's atmosphere. The Pleiadians offered Tesla's technology to counteract the Nazi threat, but only if the US dismantled its war machine, restructured its economy, and agreed to a global council. The Pleiadians would not interfere in human governance but proposed a new system. If the US refused, they would withdraw their support. Roosevelt saw this as a threat to his power and the Pentagon's military dominance, choosing instead to work with the Syrians and use their technology to defeat Nazi Germany. The Reich faction initially gave Nazi Germany technologies far superior to American capabilities, including guided missiles, advanced aircraft, high-precision targeting, and superior submarines. The Nazis never lost a battle until late 1940. Their technology far outpaced that of Britain and the Allies. Meanwhile, most of the US military remained unaware that Hitler met with his top advisors in secret rooms, performing mystical rituals to access hidden realms. Key Nazi leaders like Bormann, Himmler, Göring, and Hess were all initiated into the ancient Green Order from Atlantis, which had survived into the 20th century. This order was linked to the Brotherhood of the Golden Dawn, one of the world's most renowned occult societies. Aleister Crowley, a famous occultist, was reportedly associated with Nazi Germany and was initiated into secret societies such as the Teutonic Knights and the Knights of Malta, an organization led by Mussolini. The Thule Society, named after the lost continent of Thule, was a mystical order that indoctrinated Nazi elites before the war. Nazi leaders believed the Aryan race descended from ancient superhumans who once ruled Earth and that history follows cycles of rising and falling civilizations. Although Nazi Germany was defeated in World War II, the truth behind these extraordinary claims remains unverified to this day.